Oh, I'm Miss Harris here to talk to you about making improper fractions. This skill is needed when you are multiplying fractions, subtracting fractions, or even adding fractions. So their steps are you want to write plus at the top times at the bottom. You do this between the whole number and the fraction. Step two, you're going to work the multiplication problem first. Then step three, add the top number to your product. Remember, product means the answer that you get when you multiply. And then step four, take your final answer and it is now your new numerator and you're going to keep the same bottom number. So let's look at a couple of problems and see how this works. So I have 4 and 5 over 6. I want to make an improper fraction. Step one, I write plus at the top times at the bottom. Step two, I work the multiplication problem that I see. 6 times 4 is 24. I'm done with the 4 and the 6 as far as multiplying. The only thing left to do is add plus the 5. 24 plus 5 is 29. So my answer becomes my new numerator and you keep the same bottom number. All right, try another one. Remember to press pause, try it yourself on your own paper, then press play and check your work. So I have 1 and 3/8. I want to make an improper fraction. So I plus at the top, times at the bottom. That's step one. Step two, work the multiplication problem that you see. 8 times 1 is 8. I'm done with the 1 and the 8. What's left? Next step is to add 3, which is my top number. And that gives me 11. The next step says that 11 becomes my new numerator and I keep the same bottom number that I already had. Okay. Next example. And it doesn't matter how big your numbers get, follow the same steps. So I have 2 and 7 over 11. Don't forget to press pause, try it yourself. Okay, now let's check and see what you did on your paper. Plus at the top, times at the bottom is step one. Step two, work the multiplication problem that you see. 2 times 11 is 22. Step three, I'm going to add the top number to my product. Gives me 29. Step four, my answer, final answer, becomes my numerator and my denominator stays the same. 29 over 11. All right, try one more. So once again, no matter how big your numbers get, follow the same steps. I have 12 and 2/10. Step one, plus at the top, times at the bottom. Step two, multiply the multiplication problem that I see. 12 times 10, look at what's not 0. 12 times 1 is 12, and I have 1 0 in the problem. Step three, take your answer and add the top number. So that gives me 122. Step four, my final answer becomes my new numerator, and I keep the same bottom number that I had. All right, so I hope this video was helpful. Practice as much as you need to. Go back and start over and work through those steps. Create your own problems and go through those steps. Thanks for watching.